The European Union could be pushed to the brink as leaders from powerful member states warn the divides over the EU's coronavirus response could spark the end of the bloc. The EU is expected to hold a video conference of the members of the European Council on April 23 to discuss the coronavirus pandemic. Euronews Tonight host Oliver Miocci warned that leaders have hinted this health issue could spell the end for the European Union. Disagreements on the handling of the deadly virus and the financial packages needed to deal with the crisis could create further divides. Mr. Miocci said, leaders at that EU summit will try to agree on a cohesive financial response to the COVID-19. They will discuss the €500 billion package that has already been agreed to in principle and the potential for more bailout funds. Leaders in France and Italy have said without more unity the coronavirus pandemic could be the beginning of the end for the EU. Last week French President Emmanuel Macron warned the EU could collapse if satisfying economical strategies are not applied. While speaking to the Financial Times' Elye Palace, President Macron insisted the bloc had no choice but to fund member states in accordance with their needs rather the size of their economies. He said, if we can't do this today, I tell you the populists will win today, tomorrow, the day after, in Italy, in Spain, perhaps in. I believe the EU is a political project, and if it is a political project the human factor is the priority. There are notions of solidarity that come into play. The economy follows on from that. Let's not forget that economics is a moral science. Italy's Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte also warned this month that the EU was at risk of failing as a project. He insisted the EU must act in an adequate and coordinated way to help countries worst hit by the virus. He said, it's a big challenge to the existence of Europe and the history of Europe. We're not just writing pages in the books of economics, we're writing pages in history books. This is a big appointment with history and we cannot miss it. I and other European leaders need to rise to the challenge. If we do not seize the opportunity to put new life into the European project, the